You are watching a video on how weak stomach acid can leave you feeling tired all the time and why this is the number one most overlooked problem that I see in practice. If you think you need just more sleep or more coffee, you're about to find out the real reason why your energy is crashing. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how weak stomach acid quietly causes iron deficiency anemia, assassinating your energy like that German actor in Saving Private Ryan, and why no amount of supplements or spinach smoothies will fix it until you address the root cause of the problem. I'm Dr. Forrest Sauer, and I help people regain energy, digestion, and hormones by solving the real problems, not masking the symptoms. So if you're constantly cold, brain fog, short of breath, or struggling to recover after your workouts, you might think it's just normal fatigue, but the body has low iron levels. This is exactly what's going to happen. It'll sabotage your body's ability to transport oxygen. And without oxygen, you can't make energy. Ain't nothing happening there. No matter how clean you eat or how many hours of sleep that you get. So here's the real connection that nobody talks about. Your stomach acid isn't just for digesting food. It is absolutely critical for unlocking iron from your meals. Your stomach acid transforms iron into a form your intestines can actually absorb. It's called ferrous iron. If your stomach acid is too weak or too low, iron stays trapped and it passes through you just like poop through a goose. And this will cause you to slip quietly into iron deficiency and leaving you wondering, where is all the good energy gone? Even if you're eating perfectly. So to illustrate it, it looks just like this. Here is your stomach right here. This is your stomach acid. Now, if you have low stomach acid, you're going to be eating food, all this good, delicious food that you are eating, it's going into your stomach. However, the iron in here needs to be broken down by your stomach acid. If you have low amounts of stomach acid, you're going to have less iron that's going to be broken down and converted into that ferrous iron, which is why one of our main strategies after proper lab testing, if we find low stomach acid, we actually start working to balance out that stomach acid, or in many cases, increase the stomach acid so that you can start digesting iron and it'll actually be absorbed by your gut. That is the whole point in the first place. So if you have low stomach acid, this is what's happening inside of the body. And a story that illustrates this perfectly is a client came in one time. She was feeling tired. Her hair was falling out and she thought it was her thyroid. But after further evaluation, her labs showed low ferritin. And for those of you that don't know what ferritin is, that's okay. It's simply a marker that we look at to see how much iron your body is storing for a rainy day. It's like a savings account for your iron. So she was eating red meat several times a week. There was no reason for her ferritin to be low. But the real problem, she had low stomach acid from years of taking Tums for her heartburn. You see, when it comes to heartburn, a lot of doctors and information that you see online recommends to lower stomach acid. Now, what we see in our clinic is this makes the actual problem worse. So what did we need to do with this client? Well, we needed to help her regain her energy. The way that we're going to do that was to help her rebuild her stomach acid so her body could absorb the iron, and once again, her body could start absorbing the oxygen that it was screaming for. And then she could start getting her energy back. But there's more. Low stomach acid doesn't just apply to your iron, it wrecks your B12 as well, which is key in your energy production. When you can't absorb iron or B12, then you're really screwed. Your red blood cells shrink and they become weaker. And it's what we call in the medical field not good. Your body starts cutting corners to save on oxygen. Your brain starts to slow down. And your muscles, they get tired faster. All because of low oxygen. And the worst part, standard labs can look normal all the while you're losing ground. Now, if we suspect low stomach acid, here's what we actually do. We look at total protein, albumin, and globulin levels. And the reason why I look at these levels is due to the fact that this will tell me how the stomach is actually functioning. Acid levels, they can change from person to person. So I want to look deeper and see if the stomach is working or not. So the total protein levels should be between 6.9 and 7.4, and albumin levels should be between 4 and 5, and globulin levels should be between 2.4 and 2.8. Now you may be looking at these and saying, Dr. Sauer, I'm getting different results when I Google search this. You're right, because these are optimal levels that we're looking at, not standard labs, optimal labs that we're looking at. So if these results come back low, then we support with targeted digestive support, not antacids. Here's what we use to help support the stomach acid naturally. We use beta-tenine HCl, pepsin, ox bile, and papain. These ingredients do a wonderful job at helping rebuild the stomach acid, which is the problem to begin with. So we rebuild the gut function before pushing the heavy iron supplements. And most of the time, once we rebuild the stomach acid, we don't need to take the iron supplements because we fixed the actual problem. Now, regardless of the fact, we retest iron stores. We retest the iron, ferritin, TIBC, and transferrin saturation after the digestion is working again. Because when you fix the absorption, you fix the deficiency. And so if you're struggling with energy and always feel like you can't get enough sleep, no matter how much you try, and you feel like you're caught on this vicious cycle of good days and bad days, and you have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring, don't ignore your iron levels or your stomach acid, because it could be the thing that's holding your energy hostage. If your digestion is broken, your energy is also going to be broken. I made this video because this is literally the number one thing that I see that is missed when it comes to energy levels. And my hope is that you will use this information to get yourself tested. And if it is the problem, fix it. So that way you can regain the energy that you have lost. If you have in any way found this video helpful, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're looking for help with your lack of energy, you can click on the link below and schedule a discovery call with my team.